right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, good morning, good morning. Woo, let me clean you up. Better. All right, so what we are going to do today is clean up the flange face there. You guys can see how much stuff, of course. See how much stuff's there, and then once that's clean, we're gonna start putting this rotor back in that thing. So I gotta clean up these hubs, clean up the bolts, make sure everything's there. You can see one's shorter than the other. All right, so we're gonna get that thing mounted again. All right, let's see what this is all about. Okay, so that's just a little bit of dirt schmoo right there I'll get off. All right, well. All right, so we can see that that's that. Yeah, there we go, perfect. So I'll clean this all with a laser cleaner. Do a little pre-cleaning, but yeah, this should be nice once it's all clean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the rotor stood up here. It's heavy, be careful. All right, so I'm gonna clean that up and I'm gonna show you guys. All right. So what we have here is a nice clean flange, as you guys can see, better than any wire brush could do, and it even cleans the threads if you guys see that. So I'm going to lay this back down. I'm going to do the stub shafts over there, probably bring them here, and yeah, so clean those up, and once those are clean, we'll be ready to assemble. All right, you guys can see this is the motor stub shaft. You can see some rust around, and I can feel that stuff, so I'm going to blast that off. A little bit of scratchy here. I'm going to blast that off with the laser cleaner, make it 100%. So yeah, all right. All right, so the little stub shaft feels really good here, even though you can see a little bit of grunge stuff. But yeah, everything else, even the bearing surface here, it's a little, not etched, maybe a tiny bit, but there's nothing, I mean, it's superficial. No dimensional changes. Even got it in the keyway here. But yeah, I'm gonna clean out the rest of these holes. They still got a little bit of grease in them. So that shaft is clean. All right, I'm gonna do the other one and continue on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got that cleaned up. We got the stub shafts cleaned up, and I made this ugly thing of a tool. So this is a stub shaft into bearing race puller. So that will pull the stub shaft through the bearing and seat it in the bearing. So I will show you the instructions here in a second about what they are talking about. All right. Alrighty, to install the rotor bearings, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm gonna zoom in here. And kind of, if you guys want to pause it, but there is the bearing installation tool for the stub shaft. So what it does is that bolt threads into the end of the stub shaft, and then you tighten that nut to pull the whole bolt out and pull the stub shaft through the bearing housing. So, and they have a specification. It should be 2 inches exposed of the stub shaft, and I did measure it with the old bearing and all the old sleeves. So that's why these sleeves came in handy. I replaced them. Now I made myself a tool with the old parts. So we're gonna install the rotor bearings and the rotor itself onto the machine. All right, wish me luck. Alrighty, so we got the rotor back down. Oh, got something stuck. Okay, so we got the rotor sitting on the ground. All right, now we get to put these rings in. I will show you. One goes in here, like such. just like that, as deep-seated as possible. Other one as well. And these guys, yeah, there we go. Right, so those are in there. So these are the backside to the bearing on the other side of the housing case. All right. All right, as you guys can see here, this inner ring you can move, and you can see where it starts to line up. See if I can hold this while I do it. Oh yeah, so you get the idea. So this guy will align once you get the bolts in there. Don't mind the paint, I'll get rid of that. But yeah, so far so good. All right, the instructions say to put 2 of these guys to hold that ring in place while we put the stub shaft on. They'll be removed later. All right, so let's gingerly put them in there. Oh, sorry for the bad video. All right, so they don't have to go ugga-dugga tight. Feels decently aligned in there. So we'll get that lined up a lot better. All right, so once these guys are in, I'm sure these guys will line so much better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, I got this thing in here. I can easily take it out, but you see how it's clean. And on the 12 o'clock on the camera, you can see a little divot. And on the end here, I don't know if you guys can see, I've made a little mark along with the M. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to start torquing it down evenly with red Loctite. I hope that bar that holds the teeth prevents this whole thing from turning. But yeah, we'll get there, so I will come back when this is installed. All right, just go even in a star pattern, crisscross, make sure the flange is flat. You don't want any weeble wobbles. So yeah, take your time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are all torqued. 180 foot-pounds. Crisscross pattern. This thing was just super smooth to install, no problem. Just make sure everything is spick and span and clean. All right, both stub shafts are in. Yeah. This one had a little bit of a hard time, so because it was just a little bound up, but once it got in there, it seated flush and was able to rotate it. So you shouldn't have to pull anything in with the bolts. Everything should bottom out by hand without pulling anything in. That way you know you got everything done right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will try to keep you guys in the loop here without kicking the camera too much. I can't promise anything. So you got to make sure the grease port comes out wherever it comes out on your machine. Certain machines are different. I'm going to use these guys, the bolts that I made, to hold the bearing in. So one step at a time here. Okay. All right, so get that sucker kind of seated in there. Okay. Come on now. Kind of a finagly thing there. All right, I'll just put those in for a little bit. All right, now, this is where our special dandy tool will come in. So we know this sleeve will fit right into this guy, like that. Now, we will thread this guy in until he comes to a complete stop. All right, so that's pretty good in there. Long, arduous task of putting that guy in there. Now comes the long fun part. All right, so now we get to see where we are on the protrusion here. So we're actually going to put this guy on until that is seated. Now we're going to measure. Okay, so I have this thing set at about 2 inches. It moved around a little bit for the people, 2 inches. Now we're going to see if we're seated, and we are. So this thing now is perfectly seated in there. As you guys can see, boom, boom, we are there. So this bearing is seated properly in here, and this is pulled all the way through. So that's how you want to do it. Little machine like that, easy enough to make. I will go over at the end on how to do that. All right. All right, here's some more instructions. Non-drive side floating will be flush with the end of the stub shaft, but the fixed bearing will be 2 inches, as you guys will see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the rotor installed. And boy, does it move oh so freely. Oh my goodness. Like butter. Like butter, I swear. So nice. And all the hard facing isn't getting in the way of anything. So that was my other big deal. So the hard part is done. Hard part is done. All right, so as you guys can see, front bearing assembly and rear bearing assembly. On the rear one, you use the tool until it hits, but the bearing carrier won't be flush. You will pull in the bearing carrier with the bolts. So don't worry if you get the bearing in all the way with the tool and the bearing carrier is still off a ways. You use the bolts to pull it in all the way. That's the only difference here. But yeah, everything is, whew, sorry. It's starting to rain, all right. So yeah, I'm a little winded, but you know, we got this major part done. So once this is done and done correctly, everything is just reassemble as you took it apart. So the next steps are easy, thank God. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of the most important procedure to getting it back together. So yeah, I'm happy with how it's going together. All right, as usual, please like, comment, subscribe, and aloha. Thanks for watching.